How you guys doing? This is Bantu Queen. Welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about something very interesting. Something that affects a lot of women, which is obviously going to be breastfeeding and the saggy breast. Saggy breast, I think the scientific name is ptosis breast. So for me personally, if you ask me, saggy breasts are not related to breastfeeding, but then we're going to talk about it. First of all, disclaimer, I want to let people know that having your breast that sag for a woman is just a natural body change, like so many that women go through or go experience all through their life, through their life, you know. So we talk about this because although it's completely normal and many women embrace it and actually are okay with it, or even I'm not going to say they're happy with it, they take it as something that's part of them and they actually embrace it. But for some other women, it's like a big issue. It's a big issue. And because of that reason, a lot of women prior even having babies, they would decide that they're not going to, they will not breastfeed because they believe that breastfeeding will actually sag their breast. So let's talk about that. Let's talk. What are the cause? What caused the breast to sag? The main thing is aging, obviously. You know, as you age, your skin change and all your skin become looser. Obviously, all women are not equal when it comes to that. You will see some women that are like 50, 60, then they had kids, they breastfeed the kids. Yeah, they see our breasts who are standing. Then you can see young women who are like maybe 18, 20. Some of them have never had a baby yet. The breasts are becoming saggy. So, like I said, there's aging. There's some people say also that like the substance you are using, like if you're smoking a lot, that will affect your skin. So it can also affect, when it affects your skin, it will affect your breast. There's also hormones related to pregnancy. Let's say when you're pregnant, for someone when they're pregnant, the breasts get bigger. So obviously once they have the baby, especially if they're not breastfeeding, the breast will kind of like go down, get smaller again. By getting smaller, since there's no muscle in the breast, when you really like a strong tissue in the breast, there's only breast tissue, fat and skin. So once the skin is loose, it's very hard to, almost impossible to get it back to where it was. So hormones can change the breast appearance. Even the hormones related to someone also when they're in the period or when they're in the ovulation, the body change, all those things. So all that can change the aspect of the breast. Also, like if you put on weight, you know, you put on weight and you lose the weight, that will definitively in most cases change the appearance of your breast. There's also, yes, the main things. Now when it comes to breastfeeding does not sag the breast per se. I believe I've always said it that we know when it comes to this life is about how you maintain yourself, how you take care of yourself. When you say take care of yourself, it's not just on the appearance, it's the inside too. You know, what you eat, if you're working out, if you're keeping yourself quite healthy and all those things. All those things are very important because I feel like I've always said that whether you're going to have babies or not, or whether you're going to breastfeed or not, if you really want to kind of maintain a certain appearance when it comes to your body, you feel like your body is a certain way, kind of you want to maintain that, then you have to put in some work and effort all through your life, you know. So it doesn't matter, you shouldn't wait to be 30 or 40. You should start it as soon as you're aware of it. You should start working on it. I'm not saying that you should be obsessive about that. I'm just saying that little things like work out regularly, even if it's once a week or twice a week, do it regularly. You know, do some type of exercise that can give you a strong upper body. We say strong upper body, say strong like pecs, strong back, strong shoulder. All that will change your posture. It will also change the way that your breast will look, even though they're supposed to be a bit saggy, they will look a bit more better. It's also for me the main thing also a good bra. You know, a good bra. You need to get something that you wear in something comfortable. You need to get the bra that are comfortable but at the same time also you need to make it a thing to wear your bra regularly. I prefer bra that don't have any cushion inside, because sometimes some cushion are made with some heated agent. Like for example, if it's like made with plastic, something like that, when you wear it, that heat on your breast is not a good thing. So unless you really want to increase the size of your breast, you try to avoid those type of bra. Just get a normal natural bra with a natural how to say natural material. I'm gonna say that like that. Just trying to get something like that and wear it regularly. Wear it regularly, whether you're pregnant or not, or whether you're breastfeeding or not. Wear it regularly. It's important, especially if you have how to say that. I'm not really saying not necessarily big, but like if your breasts are like consequent, you know, like that, like good size, it's better to wear bra regularly, because obviously you walk in doing things, going through your business all day, you're walking, you know, so you cannot put the weight kind of like, how to say that, move the breast, you know, the weight walk on the breast. So because there's no anything stronger to hold them, there's no muscles, so obviously they will weigh down, and before you know it, they're weighing down for some time. So that's the main thing. I think that you need to keep good bra, work out, eat well, drink a lot of water, avoid too much of hot water, like every time hot bath and all those things. You can see how hot bath, but it shouldn't be every time. Just so those normal natural things, you have to make it a thing in your life. You have to be your routine to be doing those things. Normally I don't think, because me, I know for a fact that there's a woman. I have my own sister. She got 6 kids. She breastfed all of her kids. Each one of them, they were over a year old, and her breasts are standing like when she was 16 years old. Actually, if she tell you that she breastfed, you're not gonna believe her. But then again, she did not have big breasts. You know, she doesn't even have small breasts either. She have normal breasts, but I really like that standing like you would never believe that she has breastfed one day in her life. So that's what I'm saying. That is also another things to affect the way that each woman body changes when it comes to those things are also genetics. You know, genetics, the type of skin that you have. Some people have a skin that is very subject to, you know, like it get loose easily in some places and all those things. Some of the women have firmer skin, because that's another thing. You know, workout is not going to give you a firmer skin. If your skin naturally is kind of loose, skin is one of these one of the how to say it, organs that you cannot really, it's difficult to get it back without surgery, to get it tight without surgery, you know, unless is not much, then you can get it back. But if it's like a lot of loose skin, then there's no way you will get it back without surgery. So the reason I wanted to make this video, because I spoke with so many women. I read stories of so many women who are pregnant, who are contemplating of having babies, who had hesitation. They will tell you that they don't want to breastfeed. And when you actually ask them, why don't you want to breastfeed, they will tell you they don't want to breastfeed because they don't want the breast to sag. And I'm always amazed about that. That's why I say that it's very, very important to actually, you know, we take a lot of things for granted. We believe that we know a lot of things. We believe that we don't need to kind of find out about things. And I feel like for any woman, especially those who feel like they want to have babies one day, or those who are pregnant, please take the time to research on all those things. Take the time to understand all the goodness that for breastfeeding, like what breastfeeding does for you, for your baby. Take the time. I mean, it's always better to make a decision knowing everything that you need to know about the specific subject. You know, I find that sad to decide that you don't want to breastfeed based on very artificial things that are not that deep. And on top of that, I also hear a lot of things that are not true when it comes to breastfeeding. And I feel like anyone who is pregnant, we are so lucky nowadays that the information is everywhere, internet and all those things. Just take the time to research all the questions that you have in your mind, all the things that you would like to find out about, all the things that you want to know. Please take the time to investigate, to search, and to learn about it. Then when you know all those things, If you feel like you still don't want to breastfeed, that's fine. It will be better for you to make that decision, an informed decision, knowing knowing everything you need to know around and about breastfeeding, rather than to just make a decision based on things that are not very, very real. And also another thing is that I know, like, some people know where they're coming from, you know. Like me growing up around me, 98% of women breastfed, you know. And also what I saw is like is almost as soon as a woman had the baby, the breast actually stopped being like part of her, the mean to feed their babies. And because it was for their babies, it was almost like it was not for them. So yes, they will bath, they will clean the breast, but that was almost about it. So it was very common to see women were breastfeeding, or even who were not breastfeeding, other women, once after they come from work or they come from the farm, to be sitting around with the topless, and the breast like really, really sagging, you know. And it didn't bother them. It was not a big deal for them, because for them it's like, okay, the breast go like this because of, you know, the action of life, pregnancies and babies. So it's not a big deal, you know. They didn't make a big fuss about that. And I understand that for somebody who knows that, who all the connection to breastfeeding is related to that, it can be scary for some people. I'm not saying that it's something ugly or something like that. I understand that for some people, you know, like seeing the breast like that, it's just a big no. There's no way. I don't want my breast to be like that. I understand that. So that's why I said that you have to educate yourself. You have to learn. You have to search. You understand a lot of things. Because another main thing that really make the breast sag, especially where I'm from, is that when a woman had a baby, there's this thing where every morning for like 3 weeks or 1 month, they will be spraying you with hot water, very hot water. So you sit on the bamboo bed and they will spray you with water. That water is amazing for the body, because in the water you have a type of herbs, like healing herbs in the water. So a woman who get birth, she will never gonna have any back pain, any issue like that. The only inconvenience is that because the water is so hot, and because women spend their time twirling, like turning around the bed, like, because you have to go around, because you have to spray water all over your body at the same time, because the water is very hot. You better keep yourself moving, because if you're not moving, you just feel like you're dying. That water never burn anyone out. I need you to know that it never burn anyone. That's the magic of it. It never burn anyone, but it's very hot. So, and that's why I was saying earlier that you have to avoid hot water on your breast constantly, because it's very hot. So being hot like that, doing that for 4 weeks, 2-3 times every morning, I mean, it's a lot on the breast, plus breastfeeding on top of that. After that, when you done that 3 times in the morning, then the rest of the day you have to keep on bathing. You have to bath regularly. You know, you have to bath regularly. Sometimes when you will bath, they will press your belly for the extra blood to come out. So you spend your time, because when you had a baby, you will stay normally 4 weeks doing nothing. All you do is take care of your baby. They're cooking for you, they're taking care of you. But in the process of that, you have to be bathing regularly. You go on the bed, you bath. After that, they have sprayed you with the hot water 3 times every morning. When I say 3 times, they wake up early. So you wake up like 6 o'clock. They will do first time 6 o'clock. They will do it another time, maybe 30 minutes later, and another 30 minutes later. And then they will leave you alone. Then you kind of rest. And then later on the day, you have to keep on bathing. So that's another, there's a lot of hot water. And that's why a lot of women, especially when they're spraying with water, you don't wear anything. All you wear an underwear. You don't wear any bra, nothing. So the hot water is directly on the breast, who are already heavy because you just had a baby and all those things. So obviously when the milk dry out, everything goes with it. And another thing is also that I realized that, that's what I wanted to say to all women who are breastfeeding, please make sure that you don't stop breastfeeding suddenly. I think you say win the baby. You don't win the baby suddenly. Just do it progressively. Because if you do it suddenly, then your breast will engorge with milk, and then that milk will also dry out suddenly. And when that happens, because they engorge with milk, is, you know, the skin become very stretched out. And then when also that milk dry out fast, the skin will just fall. So do it progressively. No matter the age of the baby, if you decide that you want to stop breastfeeding, do it progressively. Don't do it suddenly. Do it progressively. You can start by, if you used to breastfeed 4 times a day, do it 3 times a day, and then go up to 2 times a day, try to stop it at night, those type of things, but do it progressively. That's another thing that really messed up breasts, like to stop suddenly. So I'm gonna stop there. I hope you love the video, and I'm just trying to help. And also I also love to learn. So if you guys can share also your own experience when it comes to all those things, what you think about all that, that would be nice. On this, don't forget to like, share, if you're not subscribed yet, please don't forget to subscribe. On this, see you again next time. Bye.